The Department of Geography and Global Studies is a new department at Hofstra. We were originally part of a Department of Economics and Geography. Geography has been going at Hofstra since 1936. We were created as a new department with Global Studies when Global Studies was introduced. I think the first time it was offered was 2007 as a minor, and we became a major in 2008. We're offering a number of classes which are direct global studies classes, but it really is an interdisciplinary program which has attracted a lot of students. A very attractive major because of its interdisciplinary nature, where students can really build a program around their own interest. And it's interesting because they're mostly double majors, and the first person to ever was a dance double major. I mean, and that you wouldn't really associate dance and global studies. It's because students can build this program around their own interest, and at the same time global studies is now so important in the US and in basic education because all employers in a sense global. So it's been very successful in integrating students into the global environment, and I think that's really important for their future and for jobs. You can be a junior or sophomore, you don't have to be a freshman. It's very easy because of interdisciplinary nature, but you can be a junior and still major in global studies because when we go through your DAWs, we'll discover, I'm sure, that a lot of the classes that you've done count towards the major. Global studies is, because it's interdisciplinary, what it allows you to do is to say, I'm really interested in Africa. But I don't want to just look at African culture. I want to look at Africa more broadly, and I want to look at the history of Africa in a much more contextual way. So I don't want to look just at African history, for example. So let's say you did global studies. You'd be able to pick up classes on the African novel. You could pick up classes on the geography of Africa. You could take classes on comparative politics. You could take classes on philosophy. You could take classes on religion, on African religion. And so you would then build an interdisciplinary program around your interest in Africa, which allows you to become a much broader and more grounded, in a sense, than if you just went to do African history, say. The great thing about an interdisciplinary program is it gives you the opportunity to get credits while you're discovering your interests, and it allows you to explore in a way that many other programs don't allow you to do. And I think for employers, that's really attractive, that you're coming out with a broad understanding of processes that you're really facing on a day-to-day basis in the job market. Global studies faculty are very interesting. It's an interesting group of faculty. We have one who looks at child labor. She's an expert in child labor in South Asia and teaches cultural geography. We have Linda Longmire, who's been at Hofstra for a long time, runs Odyssey programs and teaches a number of classes on human rights. We have Jean-Paul Rodrigue, who is most probably one of the world's most famous, I suppose, transportation geographers, has a great expertise in logistics management, is in great demand everywhere, so he's written a whole lot of books on transportation, and he teaches about transportation within a global economy and also class on China. We have James Wiley, who is most probably Hofstra's most well-traveled professor. I think he's been to about 200 countries. He's been everywhere. And his expertise is on Latin America mostly. We have myself, whose work is mostly on urban geography and urban economics, and I teach the basic introductory class to global studies, which is mostly a more economic-focused class. We have Zilke Janner, who comes out of comparative languages. Her work is extraordinarily interesting. She writes about food culture. She's written a lot of work on Asia and India. And she really teaches our cultural classes on global studies. And then we employ a wide range of adjuncts from a whole lot of disciplines to teach our classes. So Judith Tabron, for example, who's the head of a computer center at Hofstra Faculty Computing, has been teaching a class on novels and myth within global society and tying it into the web and a million other things. So it really is, I think, an exciting, diverse, and interesting faculty. And because we are interdisciplinary, we can draw on faculty from all over Hofstra and from outside of Hofstra.